In this video, I'm going to show you how to do the user setup of the NRCS customization for AutoCAD Civil 3D 2018. So NRCS has actually worked on some custom tools for us to use as employees, um, and all the work's been done for you. They've set up specific tool palettes for us to use, as well as layout tools with the national NRCS I guess you'd say borders. Everything's been set up. So it's really cool. If you want to load those into your AutoCAD like I did, just follow these steps in this video. So to start off, if you have AutoCAD open, we're going to need to close out. So just hit the little X. If it asks you to save changes, if you're already in a drawing, save it. If you're like me and it's just blank, just don't save it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go into our files and we're going to allow our computer to show hidden items and file name extensions. So we're going to go into our File Explorer down here on the bottom. We're going to go into View, the View tab here on the top. We're going to check File Name Extensions. We're going to go back into the View tab and we're also going to check Hidden Items. So that's step one, pretty simple. We can close out of our File Explorer now. So the next thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to open AutoCAD Civil 3D Metric. We normally work in AutoCAD Civil 3D Imperial, but because we're wanting to change the profile in Imperial, we can't have it open. So we need to do this from Metric. So we're going to go to our Start menu. We're going to go to Autodesk, AutoCAD Civil 3D 2018, and we're going to select Civil 3D 2018 Metric. So once you have AutoCAD open, it should look something like this. What we're going to do first is we're going to go in and edit our profiles. So anywhere on this screen, if you right click, I want you to go down to Options. Once you're in Options, you need to go to the Profiles tab along the top. As you can see, my computer defaulted to it, but yours might not. So just select Profiles up here on the top. And we're going to go to C3D Imperial, which is our default profile for Civil 3D Imperial. So the first thing we're going to do is we don't want to delete the original profile, because if anything ever happens to our profiles, we want to be able to come back to this as a baseline. So instead of deleting it, we're just going to rename it, and we're going to click in the front and we're going to just type original. So this will save it and we will always know this is the original profile if we ever need to go back to it. We're going to hit apply and close. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to import the NRCS custom profile that they have made for us. So here on the right hand side, we're going to go to import. And these files should be saved in the same place for everyone as long as your AutoCAD was set up properly. So we're going to navigate to the C drive. We're going to go to Program Data, Autodesk. We're going to go to this C3D 2018. Make sure you do not go to AutoCAD 2018. It's going to be C3D 2018. Scroll all the way to the bottom until you see Support NRCS. And we're going to select this C3D Imperial 2018 NRCS profile. So once you select that, you can hit Open. And we're going to name this C3D Imperial. When AutoCAD launches, it looks for that C3D Imperial profile to start up. So we're going to delete this. We need to have these little symbols that it requires. Then we're going to type C3D underscore Imperial, and then the other symbols. It's really important that you put this underscore. If you just put a space between the two words, it will not work. So it needs to be C3D underscore Imperial. Once you have that, you can add descriptions if you want. I usually leave it blank. Again, I'm going to hit apply and close once I have a profile name set. So now that should be your default profile when you're opening Civil 3D Imperial. So we're going to hit OK, and we're going to close out of the Civil 3D metric, which is what we're in right now. So we're just going to go up to the upper right-hand corner and hit close. I'm not going to save changes because I did not actually edit the drawing. I edited AutoCAD's profiles. So I'm going to hit no. Now I'm going to go and launch Civil 3D Imperial. I'm going to go back to my Start menu, Autodesk AutoCAD Civil 3D 2018, and Civil 3D 2018 Imperial. So now that we're back in Civil 3D Imperial, it should have already loaded the default NRCS template that we just told it to load in the profiles. So you'll notice a few things that are different about this now. So you should see on the right hand side, you should see this Tool Palettes NRCS. These are tools that NRCS has already built for us, and the settings for all of these tools are already set for line type, line color, which layers it's going to put things in. Everything's already set. So you can go through, there's tools for break lines and boundaries, plan commands, profile commands, text and dimensions, symbols. Well, it's going to freeze, but there's symbols as well as scales. So these are all mostly tools that you could get to through these ribbons at the top, but you have to edit the settings every single time. So what NRCS has done in these default templates is they've already set all the settings. They've already set the layers. Everything you need is already set. So if you access those tools through this NRCS tool palette, you won't have to change any other settings. So the other thing they did is they added all of these layouts on the bottom of the screen. Sorry. So if we go into plan view, we'll see that the block and border is already set. It has everything we need except, we have to fill in for our specific project. Now, currently, if we wanted to change, let's say, landowner name, we would typically go over here and we would double click on it, and it would bring up the option and we could type in whatever landowner name. But this isn't very convenient when I have 6 tabs down here and I have to change the landowner name for every single tab. I have to change design by and drawn by for every single tab. It's just not convenient. So one of the other cool things that NRCS has built into this custom profile is that we can edit this once and it'll change for all of these. So in order to do that, we don't want to double click in here and change the name. We want to go to this big A on the top left hand side and go to Drawing Utilities and Drawing Properties. Once we have Drawing Properties open, we're going to go to the Custom tab, and you'll see there's Custom Properties, and it has all of those blank fields. So just to show you an example, I'm going to type this in as if I were doing a design. So I'm going to put Design by, Drawn by, County, I'm just going to put Santa Fe County, State is New Mexico, landowner name is going to be Gorbit Farms, practice name, irrigation pipeline. So this is all information that wouldn't change from sheet to sheet. This is for your whole project. So I'm going to hit OK, and you'll notice nothing happened. That's because we need to regenerate. So I'm going to go down to my command line, and I'm going to put RE for regenerate and hit enter. Now you'll see it updated. So my name is already in design by, drawn by. My producer name is in here, my practice. If I scroll in, you'll see it already says Santa Fe County, New Mexico. And when I switch to different tabs, It's already filled in. It carried that information over across all of these tabs. And that is really, really useful. It just saves you a little bit of time, but it's really great. So the only one it didn't carry over was to working, but that's because there's no block there. So there's a lot of really neat things if you just play around with it. Uh, the NRCS customization tools are available to you if you choose to use them. Also, if you go to load the NRCS custom profile and the file is missing, please reach out to your IT department. They should be able to place that file in the C drive for you if it already hasn't. Typically it gets entered there when, or gets put in there when they load AutoCAD onto your computer. But if it is missing, just reach out to your IT contact. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. Thank you.